Hello, what's up? Welcome to the dungeon. It is Friday night, Friday evening, at least where I am in Israel. Um, it's currently 8 p.m. Having some watermelon, some tasty watermelon with, mm, excuse me. Um, yeah, so I thought I'd do a show. Hopefully, somebody will hop on and join me. We have the disco lights in the background, tribute to Mrs. Dodger. Unfortunately, I cannot play disco music because it will be copyrighted, so it will be strictly talk, and we'll have to do what we can with the current tools we have. Let's see who we have in the chat. We have P. Lucas, Laura Connor, hello. Mamba, thank you very much. We got Marcelo time. He's writing in Hebrew. That is, he cannot join because he's very busy. We got Eric L. Dodger. Um, we got Night Diver. Good to see you. Ernie B. Robert Lake. What we got here? This goes here. This goes here. We got Evan Hogenkopf. Good to see you, my friend. Um, RJ. Silent Disco. Yeah, JB. What's up, mofos? What's going on? What are you wearing on your waist? When will somebody join me on this panel? Mmm, I love watermelon. I think it's the best fruit out there. You know, it's so um, juicy. This, how much of a super chat to shave on air? Wow, that's a tough one. It's a tough one. I don't want to shave. Probably, I don't know, $200 maybe, or maybe more. I don't know. I don't want to say something and then you actually do it. So I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. Night Diver is wearing his trusty SPB 143, which is the watch in his avatar. This is a watch that I had myself. I very much liked it. I shared it. I sold it, but solid watch, solid watch. Uh, Refreshing watermelon, yes, indeed, very refreshing, very sweet. Uh, mm, yeah. Uh, Daniel asks, "Where are you originally from, bro?" I'm from Israel. I was born in Israel. That's where I'm from. My grandparents came from Europe, but personally, I am from Israel, born and raised. And let me say, Mr. Diego, lesbian friend, PayPal this, so the money goes to him. The man is not employed, Diego, then he will shave. Yeah, maybe. I don't. I don't like shaving because I'm too lazy to shave. Because once you shave, you have to shave every week, and at my current situation, I really don't have the mental capacity to shave on a weekly basis. I wet shave, so I really don't. I prefer not to. And we got We got JB. Diego, would you ask Bufaris to grow a beard? That's a good question. It's a good question. Bufaris with a beard would look interesting. Interesting. Frank V. We have a dancing emoji. Emoji. Yeah, yeah. We have a we have a party going on here, although we have no music. We can party. Um, Shaving is expensive, notes Dodger, which is quite accurate. Shaving is not a cheap activity. You have to buy blades. You have to buy all kinds of tools and shaving cream and yeah, it's not cheap. Growing a beard is more economical, I gotta say. Daniel says, Israel, beautiful land, beautiful people. This, thank you so much. Yeah, Israel is a beautiful land, beautiful people. Um, when you live here, you may think differently. There are beautiful people here, but like in every place, you have the better people and you have the less better people. But overall, there are good people in Israel. If somebody falls in the street, then many people will run to help him to get him up. And we have lots of good looking babes. In Israel, we have lots of beauties because Israel is a multicultural place. It's people from Europe, from all over Europe, from Asia, from Africa, from everywhere. They came to Israel, and there was like a cultural melting pot, and that created a very interesting texture of people, so to say. Um, this is it summer in Israel? Yes, indeed, it's summer in Israel. Currently, it's 28 Celsius outside. I am inside with my hair condition. Not no sweating, no wash. Israeli women soldiers I find are gorgeous. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, people like Israeli women in uniform. Uh, some are gorgeous, some aren't gorgeous, but if you ask me, I think every woman in the world is gorgeous. I mean, not okay. Every woman is beautiful in her own way. Yeah. Uh, let's see what's going on. What's going on? What about the Bekaa Valley in Lebanon? Not safe? Uh, no idea. It might not be safe right now. Wait, we have a super chat from GD, our friend from Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. 20 Argentinian pesos. This, the myth, the legend. Love you, this. No bird brain. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Bird brain is busy, so he cannot come on the stream anyway. Thank you for your kind words and your contribution. Speedy Hernandez, hello, hello, good friend, my favorite dungeon master. What's up, this? Just another uh, Friday evening, eating some um, watermelon. Mm, excuse me, I don't want to be rude eating on camera, but I'm sure you guys excuse me. Um, yeah, not much happening really. Especially in my life, pretty stale, pretty stagnant right now. Hopefully things will pick up soon, but right now I'm not doing too much. Night Diver says we're very diplomatic. There's some gremlins out in the world. Um, I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, yeah, of course there are. Of course there are. I mean, trying to focus on the good and not the bad, you know. And watermelon, yeah, watermelon is tasty, is great. You should eat it. Great stuff, great stuff. I think it's even healthy for you. Uh, so what else, guys? I'm wearing, as usual, my Tudor Black Bay 58. Tudor Black Bay 58. It's a very comfortable watch to wear, uh, very easy to wear, very accurate. Aesthetically, it's a stunner, you know. I really like it. Night Diver says, "We're in this world to be productive. This you have greatness in you, brother." Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Nice piece. This says Daniel. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Erico, great watch. I have the 295 and I love it. Yeah, man. The 295 is amazing. I actually held it um, and I really liked it. The problem is that there's no bracelet because obviously no bracelet, but it is what it is. Speedy Hernandez, the legend, $20. What's in your collection at the moment? Sorry if it's been discussed, but I haven't seen it lately. Okay, guys, Speedy has given a big super chat, and we have to respect his wish. So I'm gonna tell you about my current collection. Let me grab my Mirage case. Okay. So, apart for the Black Bay 58, oh, this is my Mirage case. Now I'm gonna show you each watch separately. Now this one is my most expensive watch. It's the Rolex GMT Master 2 16710 with a Pepsi insert bezel insert. Um, I got it last November. Got it for some shady trade, I must say, but I enjoyed it, and it's a good piece. You know, considered by many to be a classic in the Rolex lineup. Uh, sorry. Um, this is my most my most expensive watch, and I'm actually looking to sell it, but the market is fucked up right now, and people are just not buying it. So I have interest, but people are not serious about it. Mm. Um, Next up, I have this Seamaster Pre-Bond. This is the Seamaster Pre-Bond. It's called Pre-Bond because it's from the well, it's before Pierce Brosnan started wearing the, I believe, the 254180 reference with the wave dial. This is the focus, you fucker. Yeah, there it is. I love this watch. It's 38 or 39 millimeters. You see that the integrated bracelet, very Nautilus like, very cool brand, very cool watch, very accurate, and it's quite modest, you know. I it also has a diverse extension. You can see the Omega here. Thank you very much, Eric. Yeah, that's an awesome Omega for sure. My next watch is a Seiko SBDX 001. This is the watch. The bracelet is aftermarket from Strapcode. It's a beautiful Seiko diver, 44 millimeter in diameter, very nice deep dial, big indices, hour indices. It's a chunky watch, very top heavy. So when you wear it, it's top heavy. So this is not a good thing about it, but it is what it is, you know. Okay, so these three pieces are and the Tudor are my main pieces, but I do have some more. I have this Yaya Forbin Colossus asks, is this a monoblock case? Yeah, this is a monoblock case. This means that the watch can only be opened. Sorry. Can only be opened by from the back. I'll show you the back. Just a sec. Oy. If you can see it, there's the back. Yeah. Hey, Rolly Mania, good to see you, man. Thank you. And we have GD with 50 Argentinian pesos. This you should spend a few days in Argentina, go clubbing, get laid every night with beautiful girls, grade A steaks, definitely put a smile on your face. Wow, man, that sounds enticing. I should consider that when I have the means to do that. I always wanted to visit Argentina. More so, I wanted to visit Brazil because of the girls, but also because it's a cool country. So I was showing you the Smiths. Where's the Smiths? Did I show you the Smiths? No, I didn't show you the Smiths. Okay, so this is the Smiths Everest. Smiths Everest PRS 25. It's 36 mil. It's a British brand. It's a British brand that existed in the 50s, 40s, I think, and it was resurrected. It was bought by somebody in the 90s. There's a very short, long story about it being carried to the top of the Everest with Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, together with the Rolex, and its claim to fame is that it made it to the to the top of Mount Everest. Sorry, guys. Okay. Did you hear of the Smith from ID guy? He promoted it a lot and ended up designing a dial for the Smith, the Commando. No, I didn't, but I do follow ID guy. He's a great guy. Speedy, well, I don't know if I ever seen anyone in community with that watch. Shows you a true watch guy. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate the compliment. Next up, we have another Seiko. We have Seiko SBBN 007, commonly known as a Seiko Tuna. As you can see, it's a quartz watch. I think it's a beautiful watch. It's a chunkier of a watch, although it wears pretty nice on the wrist because it doesn't have lugs. It's a Tuna. Tuna is like an iconic Seiko watch. I really, really like it. Daniel, have you ever heard of RGM watches? Independent watchmaker studied in Switzerland, now in Lancaster, PA. He makes some very nice pieces, at least in my opinion. No, I cannot say that I did. I cannot say that I did. But I can check it out. Okay. So now on with the lowly watches. Not lowly, but the lesser watches. In no specific order. We have here this Citizen Eco Drive. It's a 38 millimeter. It's Eco Drive, so it needs the sun. I'm trying to show you the waffle dial. The waffle dial. Can't show it. There it is, yeah. Very nice watch. I don't wear it, but I do like it. Cute little watch. Cute little watch. This, if I wanted to add a Seiko and spend less than 500 quid, what should I get? That's a tricky question, my man. Seiko has been up marketing their watches as of late, so it's kind of hard to get a good watch for this price, I think. I guess I can talk about the Seiko 5 line, but I wouldn't recommend it to you. Um, I need to think about it. I need to think about it. That's a difficult question because, as I said, Seiko up marketed their pieces. Yeah, this is the Casio, the famous Casio. I forgot the name. Forgot the name of this model. Uh, what's the name of the model? ProMaster or something? I don't remember. It's one of the most popular affordable watches that you can get. I think it costs like $40. Don't quote me on that, but it's a really cheap watch and it's a really good watch. It's quartz and it's 44 millimeters, but it's just it's a good one. It's Casio. I mean, Casio is a powerhouse. This one is gilt around it. I like the gilt. Um, yeah, it's a cool one. It's a cool one. Let's see what we have next. Yeah, GD says that's a legend. This Bill Gates can be wrong. Yeah, this watch is worn by Bill Gates, so that's one of its claims to fame that Bill Gates, is wearing it. Okay, another Seiko for you. We have a Seiko, I think SNXJ89. This is the date just Seiko. Um, it's discontinued, very difficult to get nowadays. It's 37 millimeters. Just a nice little watch. I don't wear it to be honest, but I like having it around. It's cool. They just homage. Yeah. What else? What do we have here? It's automatic, Speedy. Speedy, this is automatic. The day just. Super chat from Sobek the Croc, $2. Hello, this. Hello, hello. Good to see you in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Next one is the Citizen NY004EO or something like that. This one has been always considered a competitor to the famous SKX007 from Seiko. If you ask me, this one is better than the SKX007. It's accurate like Fike. It's like 1 second per day, and just great design. It has those thingies on the strap. Yeah, it's a really cool watch, and the crown is on the left side, so it's one of my favorites in the collection. This one is a Tissot, quartz Tissot. I don't have much info about it. I don't wear it, but this is a very precious watch to me because it was brought to me by my friend. who came to visit me while I was not going through some good times and was in a hospital. And he just bought me this. He bought me this as a present. Again, I don't wear it, but it's not really my style. But I keep it because it holds sentimental value to me. And Tissot is a solid brand, you know. Next up, Vostok Blue Scuba Diver Dude. You probably know this one. This is a Russian diving watch. It doesn't have a quick set date, so it's a really bitch to change the date, so I never actually do it. Yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful watch with the shark mesh bracelet. Very, very robust, you know. It can take a beating and go on ticking, but it's not accurate at all. Not accurate at all. Not at all. Next up, we have we have one of my favorites. We have the Seiko Orange Monster. This one is considered pretty hard to get. It's the second generation of the Seiko Monster. I really like the teeth like indices and the shark teeth like indices and very, very legible. It has amazing loom, very comfortable, and it pops. This orange just pops. Yeah, great watch. Great watch. What do we have here? What do we have here? We have yet another Seiko. We have the Seiko Shogun. This is a titanium watch. Just a diver, 200 meters. Very solid watch. I like the design. Very comfortable to wear because of the titanium, of course. Not an expensive watch by all means. And yeah, so it's a fun little watch. What else do we have? I think that's about it. That's about it for my watches. I do have a few more, but they're just thrown around, and I don't have anything. I don't know where they are, so I'm sorry for that. Well, yeah, sorry, I'm a little tired. I had a tiresome day. Let me drop the link again because nobody's joining. I'm going to entertain you guys by myself. Yeah, I used to have thanks, this great collection. Thank you so much, Speedy. I'm happy that you liked it. Yeah, I guess it's just a small. I don't know if humble. I can't say it's humble about a collection that has a GMT master, but if I get rid of the GMT and the Tudor, then maybe I can say that it's humble. But anyway, that's what it is. I also have this watch. I have this watch. This is a Casio or something. I bought it on a whim. Because Austin Daniels, if you know the YouTuber, he had one, so I just had one. I had to get one myself for no particular reason, but I don't use it. Sorry, I have one more watch. I have one more watch. I just have to find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is that watch? Yeah. Man, I'm getting old. So I have this Seiko Arnie. Most of you probably know this watch. This is the watch that Arnold Schwarzenegger wore through the 80s. Was wearing it in iconic movies like Commando, Predator. Oh, we have a guest. Hey, Justin.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to
Mm-mm.
see you.
And you.
Thank you.
How's
What's
things
up?
going? Not much. Happy Friday. I guess Shabbat Shalom for you
Thank you so
and all
much.
our
Yeah,
good Israeli friends out there.
thank you.
So I see
So,
you're just showing us some of your watches.
yeah, I did a tour of my collection.
How many you got in there?
I think about 15, something like 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta love the Seikos, huh? You know,
yeah, you gotta love them, man. You gotta love them.
it's a good starter watch, a good just anytime watch, something that you could do anything in.
Yeah. It's even if you don't like them, you gotta appreciate them. You know.
So, did you get a few hours sleep there? Because I
Yeah, I
noticed
did.
that. Yeah, you were
Hmm.
just on the back end of that the early horology dungeon with Sirocco and Dodge.
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. I slept
Good,
enough. Yeah,
good.
yeah. So, what's up with you? Did you just wake up?
No, it's about quarter to one here. I think, yeah, I did have a little nap, so I'm just kind of getting off the couch, ready to do something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have any watches with you?
I do actually. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll flip things around and I'll give you a very, very quick tour of what's not in my safe. Excuse
Okay,
me, hang on.
no problem.
In other words, nah, not my. I don't like calling watches shitters because they all have value for some reason. You bought them, right? For a reason. But just watches I have for fun. Okay. So what's in
Yeah.
my safe is basically we all know what they look like. Rolex Sea Dweller 43, Breitling Chronomat 41, and I've got the Magrete Moana Pacific Professional. Look that one up. But here,
Mm,
let's have a look. Sorry for the strange lighting. I'm just in my office here. But
mm.
can we see those okay?
Yeah, we can see it clearly.
Okay.
Interesting. What's the?
The far left, that's Russian watch. It's an aviator. Uh, it's good. It's got that standard, just like you say, that date wheel that does not quick change. So it's if you're off by 29 days, enjoy winding that crown. Beside that, we've got a nice glycine, that
Hmm.
Incursore. You'll never guess how much I got that one for. I remember that. That's a good thing about watches. They just remind you of things or people or places, right? So that
Mm-hmm.
one I got for $175, sitting there in the corner, a dusty little corner of a St. Thomas duty-free shop. I just got off a cruise ship, having a look at that, and just in that buying mood. And I saw this, I just my jaw dropped. I said, "That's not much for that." I think they actually wanted 200, and I talked them down to 175. It's worth way more than that. That's a Stalker and Yale P650, or a modern recreation thereof. That's my
Can,
golf watch. Hey, couple of Casio G-Shocks. You gotta love
can,
those.
can you
Next
zoom
to a
in a
boss.
little?
Oh, sure. Tell me if I'm too close.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, these are G Shocks, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay, they look similar.
They are, uh, just the one on the right is just a little more, aviation dial motif to it. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I think one time, Tim was talking about the gray, what you call it, there, those gray transparent bands. So I got the bug pretty quickly. I picked one up. I like to go JDM whenever I can on those, so I did. So
Mm-hmm.
let's move up a bit. Oh, Invicta. Yes, I have an Invicta. I got
Hmm.
it just because I like the color blue. Oh,
That's
who can
nice.
tell me what that is? You Seiko fanatics out there. That's a spork.
That's,
That's that's kind of hard to find now. And I'm telling you,
yeah.
I bought these so long ago, I just don't wear them. That's why they look like they're in really good shape. But that one there, I think I got it for less than 200. I've seen them sell for 1,200 now. That's not why I buy them, but
Mm-hmm.
Seiko Kinetic, and
Yeah.
oh, look at that, the Tiso Sea Star. He's a beauty. I'm gonna take this one out. Ah. By the way, I'm wearing my Marathon G-SAR as most days.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. You see that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right. And there we have oh, what are those called? Blue watches, something like that. Another
Mm-hmm.
deep sea diver of theirs that even has a depth meter that I just never wear. There's so many watches that I never wear. But let's move on.
Okay, what nice. What's that?
Sector quartz.
Sector,
I've
yeah.
always liked those. I remember when they were really something.
Yeah.
They actually they would have their own section in um, a watch store, and they were considered of good value. But now they just made so many of them that they just kind of got lost in the shuffle. Seiko Kinetic, the racing inspired watch. I do love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Zaretti. That's a really nice watch right there. The good movement, very accurate. Very
Mm.
comparable to my Rolex.
What that's the Panerai?
Well, you would think it is. It's an homage to a Panerai. That is an I think it was called. It's got the same Unitas movements. It's identical. The same case. It's kind of a strange beast, but I get a lot of compliments on this.
Nice.
The Bulova. I bought this in St. Thomas as well. The Bulova, it's gorgeous. I never wear it. There's another
Mm-hmm.
sector, and I'm just going to move on and change hands. Okay. The Borealis. That's a tough little watch right there. I like him. Another
Mm-hmm.
deep blue. I got him just because I love that gorgeous style. Seiko
Yeah.
Seiko Samurai. We've got a couple
Samurai,
of them
yeah.
here. Oh, pardon me. There's a Samurai that is the Save the Ocean. That's the Great White Shark, I think. And then this one also saves the ocean monster with the penguins. That's my
Yeah.
horse
Oh, really?
Aquis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice.
And then, oh, what's that called? Swiss Legend or something like that. Just got it for its stealth capabilities. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
here, let's have a bonus.
Okay.
By the way, there's my Watchwinder. There's my former dog. And that is a clock out of a MiG, I want to say MiG 29 from the 70s. And it does work. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and here we go. Quick little for you F1 fans.
Oh,
Michael Schumacher's winning our championship cars, which needs some
you like
dusting, I think.
you like Schumacher?
Oh, yes, very much. Very much.
Yeah, my father is a huge fan.
Yeah, yeah. We're getting on to the boomers now where, yes, uh, I guess Schumacher would appeal to a lot of the older guys who watched him race. Obviously, he hasn't been in it for quite a long time now.
Yeah.
But the new guys are slowly taking their place, and one day one of them will be a legend. I think Hamilton is definitely on his way,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. That's Dodger says, "Sorry, this I cannot join. I have been nuked from StreamYard." What does that mean? Nuked from StreamYard?
Newt,
Yeah.
why?
No idea.
And the same reason that Sirocco mentioned, they got a copyright strike for some obviously inadvertent inclusion of music or
Mm.
something.
And hello, Team G. Hello, good to see you. Um, okay, that's weird. That's weird. So, what do you have in your safe? I mean, you have a same master, the
Just
Sea
yeah,
Dweller.
just the three watches there. Just it's my Sea Dweller 43 and my Breitling Chronomat and my Margretti.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I just put them there just to kind of take them off the winder. Uh, yeah, and I guess it's that way, regardless of where your safe is, whether it's on site or downtown or some bank or something. You just never get to it because it's a bit of a bother taking them in and out of the cases and stuff like that. But it sure makes me
Yeah.
appreciate them more, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course.
What are you wearing right now, Des?
I'm wearing the Black Bay 58.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a very popular watch for a good reason.
Well,
Mm,
fits in with everything, doesn't it?
yeah, exactly, exactly.
And looks
Uh,
good.
yeah, yeah. Thanks. Dodger has says added. What do you mean added?
Oh.
Dodger is speaking in code language.
Hey, by the way, this is a good sign. 17 people watching, but 24 thumbs up. Well done.
Oh,
Keep it
wow.
up there, guys.
Yeah, upvote, upvote,
Yes.
upvote, guys. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps us. It helps the pontiff.
By the
Uh,
way, hi to everybody in the chat. got Mark the Shark. We got Forbin Colossus. Hey, Dodge, Jay Gray. Spoken to him a lot.
Hmm.
Who else have I
Yeah,
got here?
I got a lot.
Jay
Mr. P,
Wright.
what, Speedy Hernandez. We got a full house today. So I think people join and leave.
What's that?
Pe-
Just that light effect. You got a disco ball going, or
Yeah, I've got a disco ball here.
beautiful party of one? That's good.
Yeah, I would
Good.
I would play disco, but then we would get copyrighted.
Of course, of course. I like it.
Yeah,
I
but
like it.
I love disco. I'm a disco lover. Eh,
You're too young.
Yeah, well, I was born in the wrong era.
Actually, you know what? I love disco, and I'm
Yeah,
not ashamed to say it. I got more action with disco than any other form of music. That's not why I liked it. I liked it anyway. But it was just I don't know how you say. It just spoke to everybody. Well, not everybody. The rockers they hated it, but I don't know. I thought it was really good, and it was just the right time. The movies came out. What Saturday Night Fever and that whole thing, and it was a good time.
yeah, yeah. The '70s was a great decade in general.
Yeah, I was just getting into my own there, just cutting my teeth on. eh, how old I was I then? Yeah, just getting my own car, thinking about living in my own place, and getting your first job, that kind of thing. Just stepping out into the human race.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Do you have a
Were you
car?
a
This?
what?
Do you have a car?
No, I had a car. I had a company car from the work company to for which I worked for 6.5 years.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I lost that job, so I lost the car.
Okay.
So
Uh,
yeah,
I remember my first car. Speaking of which, was a Ford Galaxy 500 convertible with four ball tires. I think I had a wow, 390. Does that sound about right? That
mm,
probably went through more oil than gas, but it was fun. It was fun. I tried to
hmm,
take as good care of it as possible and as I could afford. It would take my whole paycheck from McDonald's just to fill it up, which was $10, but still. See,
hmm.
I'm boomer. We're talking boomer with a capital B here.
What? I mean, were you a teenager in the '70s?
I was. Let's see.
Okay.
Born in 56, 3.14 pi d, carry the one, square root of. Jeez. I was 10. Yeah. Just right in the midst of it. I was just 18, 19. Just like I say, just starting out. Just getting of age of majority, like able to vote, able to drink, able to drive, not together, of course. Um,
Yeah.
but I was doing all that stuff when I was 15 and 16 anyway. I
Yeah.
deny it in a court of law, but yeah, I was driving by 15. I was walking into our liquor stores about the same age. Yeah, it's all good.
You were born in 56?
Correct.
Oh, you're 1 year older than my dad.
Uh-huh. Okay, now I feel old. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
But hey,
you know.
that's it is what it is, right?
Did you like the 80s?
I did. I did. Um, a great departure from the 70s for sure. I almost diametrically opposed. Call it a as I think it was Forbin says, a real opposite look at music. Um, a lot of British bands as well, and still a lot of disco flavored music, Casey, Sunshine Band, all that kind of stuff. But I really, really liked it. And you could tell music was just going on a different slant. Um, Happy, lively, it, what's the best word for it? Exploratory slant, if you will. But
Hmm.
I really enjoy music. And I guess, the one era of music that I hark back to is probably the 80s. Liked all the movies that came out and all the soundtracks that came to it. But yeah, 80s were good. 80s were good.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was a
Uh,
rough decade for me in some respects. I had started off my career in sales, and then all of a sudden, just decided this is not for me. I was doing well in it, making lots of money, but the pressure was insane, and I thought, I'm too young for this crap. So I just changed ladders, so to speak, in midstream. And if you're going to do it when you're young, obviously, which I did. But yeah, it was there was a recession right in the 84, 85-ish thing. Dad passed away, and being unemployed for a good stretch. So yeah, not the greatest times, but coming out through the other end of it, uh, it was good. It was good. And the good things you remember, of course, is the music.
yeah, yeah. I love the
How about
music.
you? How about you? You like you like the 80s or?
Oh, I love the 80s. I'm obsessed with the 80s. I listen to, well, most of the music that I listen to is from the 80s, bands like new wave, new wave.
Yeah, yeah.
uh 80s rock,
Right.
pop. um, I can start name dropping all kinds of bands, but it's just
Sure.
I love the music. I think I prefer it over the music of today. You know, I'm a boomer in a
Yeah.
sense. I'm a boomer. You know.
Oh, you're a boomer at heart, I guess, eh?
Yeah, yeah. I feel old. I'm 36, but I feel much older.
I think normally the inspiration is the other way around, but hey, I understand what you're saying. Um, you know what? One of the kind of bands that I liked was the progressive bands. Um, Alan Parsons, Supertramp, stuff like that, right? I really liked them.
Oh yeah, Supertramp. They have Breakfast in America. I think it's one of the best albums really out there.
Okay.
You know it?
Of course. What?
Breakfast in America.
Yes, yes. Oh, do I know it? I had all their albums, and I know every word to every song. The album I know best, and I'll tell you why in a second, is "Crime of the Century."
Oh,
Right,
it's
right
good.
down to the artwork on the album, which is cool. But My friends were very adventurous, and they'd say, "Hey, let's go travel in Europe. Let's go here." One day, my friend, best friend in high school, says, "Hey, come on! I got our almost brand new car here, nice Toyota Celica. Let's drive to California." Okay,
Hmm.
just you twist my arm, and this is in 1976, actually. Right? We our goal was to enjoy their bicentennial celebration down in L.A. and at
Hmm.
Disneyland. We did get there, and the fireworks were just mind blowing, of course. Uh, so yeah, we did that, and at that time we were listening to eight tracks. You remember these eight tracks, right? You're not that young.
I'm not sure. I'm too young for that, I think.
Okay. Um, the thing that just came before the compact discs. It was, or actually two before the compact discs. If you go backwards, it was compact discs, cassette tapes, and then before that there was these big clunky plastic cartridges that held tapes, eight
Okay.
channel tapes, I guess that's why they called it eight track. And they're the half the size of a shoebox is quite ridiculous. But hey, we made it work. And there was one eight track in the car, and it was Crime of the Century. So imagine just it's on a loop over and over and over and over for 2,000 miles there and back. Because at the time, the radio reception wasn't great. As soon as we would hit hit North Dakota, South Dakota, and all of a sudden, once you hit Nebraska and further south, and Clive can obviously speak to this. At the time, the most exciting thing on the radio at early in the morning was the hog reports,
Mhm.
and so yeah, pass on that. So yeah, that's why I love that album so much. You'd either love it or hate it after listening to it incessantly like that.
Yeah.
But the more you listen to music, the more it speaks to you, and the more you understand it, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I love Supertramp's music. There's a real intelligence about it, kind of a satirical view of it sometimes. Some of it may have seemed, how shall we say, kind of almost bubblegum with the beats and stuff, but there's a lot of good meaning to it.
Mr. P says, Mr. Broken Wings. You know that song?
Yes.
Take these broken wings and let's fly. Yeah,
Jay
that's a good
Gray.
song.
Yeah.
1986, I believe.
Fix
Uh,
these broken wings. Yep. And
Jay Gray
Corbett says
Sweater
he
says,
hated Supertramp. You know, one thing about Supertramp, they played the living snot out of them on the airwaves. So I could see how people would kind of go, yeah. But
yeah,
it's all taste, right? If we all liked the same thing, what a boring world it would be. But Jay Gray says my old man wore out his meatloaf bat out of hell 8 track. It's very easy to wear those 8 tracks out. By the way, people may be too young in the audience to remember, but especially up here in the colder climates, we just leave them in the car, push them in, and just play, right? Well, these things
mhm,
eventually started stretching and sounding weird because they got very cold and they got very hot, and then over time they'd start to wear out and then just start spitting out the back where you'd uh, it would just start coming out of the holes, which I really hated that. But anybody old enough would understand the true value of a pencil with an eraser on the end. We'll move on from there.
yeah.
Oh,
You've got Take the Long Way Home, which is one of my favorite
uh,
tracks from Brett Christina America.
do you want to know what that reminds me of? This is
Yeah.
me. I was in Tel Aviv at the time. I was crossing a bridge. I was heading back to the embassy to get an extension on my visitor's visa there, and just reminds me of that song. I love that song so much.
Yeah, and my first Supertramp song that I heard was Dreamer,
Mm,
and I listened to it in 2003, in the summer of 2003, while I was driving in Austria. It was such a magical experience. Austria. It has tall green mountains and
yes,
lakes, and it's such a
yes,
beautiful postcard views. And it was
yes.
playing, and it's a magical song. It's like dreamer. It's
You're
just
nothing but a dreamer.
yeah,
Can you put your hands on your head? Do do. Oh, the drum work on that was exceptional too.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's a good, cool thing about music, eh? Just you hear a song and it just takes you back to a very pinpoint in time of where you were, what you're doing. Hopefully, you were with someone having some fun. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Just want to highlight what Forbin is talking about. 2 years ago, I almost bought a mint condition 78 Celica GT for 4K. The dude selling shoved in a Led Zeppelin 8-track, and I was laughing straight away. Those are cool cars. Those are really cool cars. I think the one that we were in was just a few years younger or newer or older, pardon me. But really good, really, yeah, a sexy car for sure. So you almost bought it. How come? Why didn't you snap it up? Talk to me.
Forbid says he doesn't like the illogical song. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. Uh,
Actually, you know what? I don't either.
yeah.
No,
Really?
no. It's
Okay.
too gimmicky with there's a slide whistle in it, woo, and this and that, and you could tell it was just a song made for the studio. I know, and yet look how well it did, right? No,
Yeah.
I like their deeper stuff. Things like Bloody Well Right, School, Dreamer. I absolutely love Dreamer. Stuff like that. I liked a lot of stuff that was on Breakfast America, but they started to get really, really pop-ish at that point, right? Would you agree?
Mm. Well, I don't. I'm not really familiar with their earlier work, so I don't really know. But
Okay.
yeah, I believe you. Forbin says 1980 see Romeo Void. Romeo Void is Never Say Never, right? It's the song Never Say Never, if I'm not wrong. Romeo Void. You know that one?
You know what? I would know every 80s song that popped up, but sometimes the labels, or sorry, what they actually entitled the song, I don't always
Hmm.
remember those.
Yeah. Forbin says, holy shit, I'm looking at a 1977 Toyota Celica, 19900 with 53,000 miles. I always thought they were cool, but of course, weren't quick at all. Hmm.
No, they weren't. It was just a little four banger. Just a little, I imagine a little Mitsubishi engine in there. They all are. Uh, yeah. It wasn't really built for that. It was just built to be cool, sexy little car that was really decent on gas at the time, if it wasn't a
I
California car.
I don't remember them, but I know that they existed. The Bay City Rollers.
This, I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
Saturday, night.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Saturday
Uh,
Night.
that's right. Yeah.
What? Okay, maybe I
Oh,
know it by sound, by hearing, but not by.
I'm not gonna sing it. I refuse.
Yeah.
Oh, that picture four guys in big, big, wide leg, bell bottom tartan pants and silk shirts and big hair.
Mm.
Mind you, that could have described me at one point.
Do you know Kraftwerk?
Yes,
To which extent?
very little.
You know their song?
Their sign?
Their song.
Oh, their songs. It's mostly instrumental, so I wouldn't even know the names. No.
She's a model and she's looking good. Anyway, yeah, I'm a huge fan. I have a tattoo of Kraftwerk. So
Oh, do you? Is
yeah,
it a
yeah,
place? Oh, okay, okay. There you go.
yeah.
One, two,
It's
three,
my
four.
favorite band. It's my
That's
favorite
your
band.
Mount Rushmore. That's your Mount Rushmore right there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
The four boys.
It's the pioneers of electronic music. So I really like them. Yeah,
How about Daft Punk?
I like them. Daft Punk are good. Daft Punk are good.
I like it
They
when they won the Grammy and they showed up on stage. They're wearing their helmets, which they wear everywhere. You remember that?
Mhm.
That was
I
kind
think
of
so.
cool.
I think so.
Hmm. Get Lucky, I think, was the song.
They made that record with Giorgio Moroder. Do you know who that is?
No.
Giorgio Moroder is a Austrian Italian composer musician who he kind of he was very important with disco. He worked with Donna Summer. You know that song "I Feel Love" by Donna Summer.
Yes, I do.
So he produced that song, and that song was like boom for disco and for synthesizers. And
Yes. Yes,
he also
I know the part you're talking about. Yes, yes.
and he made like soundtracks for songs like for movies like American Gigolo and Top Gun and what else? Many more. My mind is slipping. Um, Very important guy. Yeah, I love him also.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, Phobin Colossus says Kraftwerk will be timeless. I like more now than then. For some reason, it reminds me of Thomas Dolby's Hyperactive. Hyperactive. Do you know Thomas Dolby?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, yeah. She blinded me with science.
Could you highlight Khaled's
Yeah.
Bitani? That's a nice comment.
Khaled Sbitani, this I'm Palestinian living in Palestine and Muslim, and actually you think you're not a bad of a guy. You're actually cool, man. Marhaba. Thank you. I'm so happy to read that, my friend. Really
Cool
warms
comment.
my
Very
heart.
nice.
Really warms my heart. I hope that one day we can meet, and without all the stupid wars and stuff, and just live together. Really, I have nothing against your people and just stupid politics.
Hmm.
Really. But great to see you. Khaled, what can you tell? What do you have watches? What do you like? Let us know. What do you? How's it going over there? How are you holding on in wherever you live? Because it's not easy. It's not easy to live as a Palestinian. You know. Um, I love my country, Israel, but I know that it's hard to live as a Palestinian. You know, and yeah. Anyway, really uplifting message. Jay Gray says you lads should meet up for falafel. Yeah, for sure. I would love to meet him for falafel.
I had my first falafel in it's either Jerusalem or Tel Aviv. Oh, it's one of those moments like, where have you been all my life? Fantastic.
Oh, you've been in Israel
Yeah, yeah. I spent half a year there, way up
for what
north.
occasion? For
Um,
work or for?
uh, kind of both. Uh, remember the age I was. This was 1979, 19 over and then switching to 1980. I remember those adventurous friends I told you about. This time it was, hey, let's all go to Kathmandu and right and meet there. And I go, yeah, okay, why not? So I traveled to London, uh, took the
Yeah.
train right through Europe until I was almost out of money. By the time I got to Brindisi in Italy, I was almost out of money because all those strikes. I never realized people in France and Italy like to strike so much, but they do what they do. And
Yeah.
I was down to my last $60, and I bought a cheap ticket from there to. Oh, sorry, took the ferry to and the train to Athens, and then my last dying dollar. I took a quick one-way flight with Olympia to Tel Aviv,
Yeah.
and I went straight to the kibbutz office and said, "Find me a place, please." And they said, "Oh, we got one or two openings, and that's in kibbutz Dan,
Mm-hmm.
which is just north of Kiryat Shmona, which is
Yeah. Kibbutz Dan.
way up there, way up there. This is on the Lebanese Syrian border. You could
Yeah. Yeah.
literally a stone's throw from there. So yeah, I went there and had time of my life. The awesome people. They had avocado farms, of course, all the orchards, lemon, oranges, grapefruits, uh, plastics factory. They make a lot of sprinklers and other parts. And yeah, I stayed there till spring. Never did I end up meeting my adventurous traveling friends who were supposed to meet us at Victoria Station in London. But that's cool. Me and my girlfriend, at the time, wife to be, we just had, yeah, the times of our lives. It just met people from all around the world. It was really a lot of fun. And then on our way out, just traveled by Volkswagen camper bus right through Jerusalem, Eilat, Sinai, across the Suez,
Mhm.
sold the vehicle, hopped on a train, continued on to Cairo, and yeah, it was a time. So what was I doing there? It was just my walkabout, just like a lot of people.
Mhm.
But in Khaled's, to his point, I met people from everywhere, and everybody was just great. They're just
Mhm.
people. That's the problem with people. People are good. People are inherently good. They have a good heart. It's fucking politics. These politicians and power hungry politicians with bent ideas for that's what gets in the way of just people being people. Because
Mhm.
obviously in Jerusalem you have Palestinians, you got Arabs, you got Jews, and a mix of both everywhere. And nobody gives a rat's ass about anything. Just getting along, right? Am I right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. Let's read Khaled. I have Breitling column at 44, two-tone rose gold BA01, and Omega Speedmaster Michael Schumacher, full rose gold, limited 555 pieces, but we don't have any luxury watch retailers. I got my watches from America. Nice, nice collection, man. Really nice collection. Nice collection. I gotta tell you, Justin, I don't talk to a Palestinian every day. It's quite exciting for me. I mean,
Cool. Cool.
yeah, it's really good to meet you, Khaled. Really, what can I say, man? All this is so stupid. We just need to live together.
Hmm.
Stupid
Um,
politics.
I just want to make a good point here for the watch community. It transgresses faith, politics, religion, and it just kind of brings us together. And if we can get all over, having our little feuds here and there, it's a nice tight community, and this is a very clear example of one of the benefits of it. So well
Mhm.
done, watch community.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I would really, really, really like to visit Lebanon.
Well,
You
was it
know,
not at one point called the Paris of the Mediterranean, something like that?
yeah,
It's
something like that.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a beautiful country. Culture, food, scenes, sightseeing.
And
Uh,
there the people are nice.
yeah, the
They're
people are
nice.
nice. Except Hezbollah.
Yeah, well, those guys. Hamas,
Uh,
don't forget those jokers.
yeah, my father was in Lebanon in the 80s when there was a war. So kind of
Hmm.
visited Lebanon. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
listen, they were
yeah,
fighting when I was there.
really.
Remember where I was? I was right there, and it was 79, 80. It was a very turbulent time. The Iranians had just taken those 400 and whatever people hostage, right?
Hmm.
And it was just really starting to brew, really ferment. And at the time in southern Lebanon, they were attacking Israel. I could hear the
Hmm.
mortars, or pardon me, I could of course hear them, but they had a tennis court on the kibbutz there, and I remember playing, and you could feel it on your feet when they landed, right? It's
Hmm.
just that telltale boom, boom, and then you wait about 30 seconds, and then boom, boom. You would feel that. After a while, you just got used to it. But I always, in the
Yeah.
back of my mind, I remembered, yeah, I could go home, but these fine folks, they live here, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, I was.
Hey, you want to hear something cool?
Yeah.
I remember once I kind of got bored of doing one job, so they said, hey, come on, we got a metal shop. I'll teach you how to weld and do stuff. On our way there, we walked through an old barn area, and I noticed a bunch of broken glass, and there was actually bits of metal stuck in the big 4x4s or 6x6s, the posts. And I said, "What's all this? You guys are not fixing it up?" And he says that was from the Yom Kippur War, the latest in 1973. This was a mortar that hit very, very close. We just left it here as a reminder. And I thought, oh, wow. The stuff that we just take for granted, being able to wake up in the morning, nobody sending rockets, it's just peaceful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why one day, shalom, one day.
Hmm. You seem to be quite knowledgeable about Israel's wars.
Oh, the Six-Day War in 1967, the Yom Kippur in 1973. Hey, look, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. When you go and visit somebody, you try and learn the language and love the people who speak it. You know what I mean? I try. I try. I tried to assimilate as best I could. Speaking Hebrew
Yeah.
is most difficult, but the older women they spoke Yiddish and I speak German, so yeah, we found ways.
Oh, you speak German? How do you speak German?
Actually, that was my first language as a kid, but I was born
Okay.
in Canada, but parents they were fresh off the boat, and German is all anybody spoke, and we were in a more or less German dominated neighborhood there, so that's all we spoke. But eventually, you gotta realize what's going on. This is Canada, and you have to speak the language. So I can understand it perfectly. I really have to work at composing sentences still. But if you were
Hmm.
to get, oh God, what's his name there? Higgins. If he were to start speaking to me, I'd understand him, of course.
No Higgins, no Higgins.
I know, I understand. That's why I was measuring my words carefully there.
Yeah. Uh,
Jeez, I hope I
yeah.
don't get flack for saying his name for crying out loud.
No,
Let's
it's
get
okay. We
nuts.
can we can talk
Let's
about
get,
Higgins
yeah,
here. We
let's
can.
not get
Yeah.
nuts here.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I know a little Yiddish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ich rede ein bisschen Yiddish,
Mm-hmm.
but just a bisschen. If I went
Yeah,
to a shtetl in early 20th century Europe, Eastern Europe, I could like manage a little. You know.
sure.
Yeah. Uh, so
I,
when I
I,
was yeah,
yeah, no, go ahead, go ahead.
in 2006 there was a war in Lebanon. There was another war. I
Yes,
don't know if you're familiar with it.
yes.
And that time I was conscripted. I was in the army for I was 2 years
Ah,
in the army.
okay.
So I was sent to the border. I was actually under attack, under Katyusha attacks day and night. Uh, One time a Katyusha landed like 30 meters away from me, and
Wow.
boy, that was a frightening experience. I must
Well,
tell
the
you.
sound itself must be unimaginably loud.
Yeah, the sound and just the thought that at any time it just could come off from anywhere and just land on you. It's unexpected.
I know. And they didn't
Yeah.
have the Iron Dome at the time.
No, they didn't. No, no.
No.
Just we're taking rockets all day. Uh, yeah, it's been a shitty times, I must say. I hate wars, and I hope they are over with. You know.
Well, I honestly, uh, I don't think I could ever believe that, but we can always hope. Hey, listen, I know that must be difficult for you to kind of revisit that in your mind, but thanks for doing that. I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, Alf asked if I'm just suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. Um, well, I don't know. I've seen. I've seen like dead bodies in the army. So I don't know if it's PTSD, but it definitely affects me to this day. It's
Let's
not
call
something
that
you
a,
suppose.
yeah, let's call it a yes.
Yeah, I guess that's a yes. I guess that's a
Sure.
yes. Yeah.
Hey, look, I've seen in my line of work, I've seen things that Most difficult, horrifying, if you will, and stuff that I just can't share with other people. Um, I At the time I was seeing it, yes, a moderate amount of PTSD because it has, I think, many markers and manifestations. Once you get away from it, time heals all wounds. So I'm hoping that for you as well, Dis.
Hmm.
I always be hopeful.
Yeah, thank you. Diego asked, "This how many large explosions, whether rocket, grenade, bridge, projects, Carl Gustav ones were you exposed to? You may have TBI. What's TBI? I don't know what's TBI, but I was exposed to. I can't tell you. Listen, we were on the border, so on the border there will IDF, Israeli Defense Forces, artillery, outposts that were shooting into Lebanon. So we also
Hmm.
heard those. We heard the, boom, boom, all the time, boom,
Right.
and at the same time we had these katyushas falling on our turf. I can't say, I can't tell how much, but a lot, a lot, a lot.
I'm wondering
Traumatic
why he
brain.
asks. Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know, Diego. I sure hope not. I mean, many people experience these explosions. I don't think they experience traumatic brain injury. Just some kind something mental, I think. Uh, Khaled Sibitani, I will come to Tel Aviv, pick it up from you. Come, you're invited. The problem is that they won't let you in. The soldiers at the checkpoint. But I
They let
I
people
will,
into work, don't they?
they let people in for walk, or if they have
Work,
special
yeah.
permits, if they have special permits for going to the hospital or going to do something like that. TBI can lead to depression, mental suffering. Yeah, Diego, but I wasn't suffering from depression or mental stuff for a long time. This thing is very recent. It's last year or so. It has to do with my everything that happened to me last year. It doesn't have to do with that the bombs. But thank
Okay.
you for bringing it up. I appreciate it. I don't think
All
that's
right.
the case anyway.
If that's the case, then I think it's okay to move on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, what can I tell you?
By the way,
Uh,
yes, Dodger says in quoting Dodger, in my experience, people from all countries are inheritably good. It's the politics that fight things up. Yep, absolutely.
yep, yep, yep. I agree. I agree. What can I say? I mean, well, I mean, my land is your land. My land is your land. It's a problem, I mean, you can't pull all the blame from the people because the people are also to blame. But in general, it's the leaders, yes. But you have a lot of nationalists. You have a lot of patriots for their own country who are uh, militants. But yeah, I mean, generally, yeah.
Politics if you listen to a political scientist, politics is extremely complicated. There's labels for everything: modernism, postmodernism, neo nationalists, nationalism, post, what is it? Popularism, tribalism, balkanization. Oh boy, it's a wonder we should think of this way. It's a wonder sometimes that it all works together. It is functioning, and at times it seems to be functioning at a high level. And It's not like as if there's war on every corner of the world, although there are a few ongoing now. But as much, if not more, good than not. That's just me. I'm a realist, but I'm also an optimist. What a strange
Mhm.
mix, I know.
Hmm. I will jump the border. Just kidding. They allow American passport. Seems like Khaled has a American
Yeah,
passport. That's cool. That's cool.
there you go.
Cloudland says the Nakba. You want to talk about the Nakba? I talk about the Nakba. I have no problem. You know what's the Nakba?
I don't. What is that?
The Nakba is the name for the what the Palestinians perceive as the disaster in 1948, the establishment of the state of Israel, which pushed them out of their homes and
But gave them the West Bank and Gaza?
they were pushed there. Yeah, they were pushed to
Yeah,
those
okay.
places. It's a complicated issue. Uh, I don't know if you want to get into it, but
You know what? We don't have the time to cover that because that deserves its own show
yeah, yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Lots going on there.
yeah. Lots of history. Um, yeah. So, what's the what's on your agenda today? What are you gonna do?
Oh, what do we got? Wow, 1:45 already here in the afternoon. Well, about 2 hours from cocktail time, where I would enjoy my nice fine gin and tonic. After that, I don't know. I don't know. Just kind of relax, sit in for just a nice, relaxing evening. Maybe sit on the deck. I've been kind of laid up all week. That's why I haven't come on. It's been hard for me to walk around on my gout ridden foot, but I'm just getting good again today. So, how about you?
Hmm.
You going to bed after this? No,
I'm going
you
to
still
I'm
got.
going to I'm
Sorry, go
going to
ahead.
bed, but then I'm gonna go on probably on a team stream or whatever.
Right. When does he leave?
He leaves, I think, tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's going to Australia.
that would be cool. That would be cool. That the guys, Sirocco and Dodge were mentioning that that's a long flight, and for sure, if you've experienced jet lag, I'm sure. When you're young, you could just shuck it off, no problem. But as you get older, yeah, you start to feel it a bit. Nobody's just jumping off the plane and just rushing into activities. You got to decompress for sure, especially of a time zone that different.
Yeah.
Sirocco would obviously be um, an authority on that, having traveled extensively fairly recently. Hey, Jay
Yeah.
Gray. Yeah, no fun at all, believe me. The
Hmm.
equivalent of this pain that I was feeling all week, imagine getting a brand new set of steak knives, say 4 or 6 of them, and then jamming them into your ankle and then walking around like that. No exaggeration. Believe me, I'm not exaggerating.
Hmm. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
what else? What's going on now? What is
I have a quick question for Dodger since you're there.
yeah.
I signed in on StreamYard on my computer. I suppose I should do that as well on my iPhone, and then I'd be able to see the chat. Correct?
You're asking
And
Dodger?
we wait. Yes, I am. I actually think I answered my own question, but that's cool. Ah, there we go. Thank you, sir. Quick response.
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
So,
hey,
yeah.
do you kind of observe the Shabbat, or you kind of do your own thing, or what do you got planned for? I guess tomorrow for you.
No, I don't. I'm secular, but I do light candles.
Okay.
But I don't. I mean, to remember that I'm Jewish, but I don't actually, you know, actually keep the Shabbat. Like,
I understand.
he wants the dungeon on high holy days. Khaled asked, did the prices of
and,
Rolex go down in Jerusalem? Hmm?
and other days as well.
Yeah. Um, Khaled, I'm not sure. I know that the prices of the Rolexes in the secondary market went down. I'm not sure if in retail. I'm not sure. Yeah, you have to check. The Community Gazette is saying Gringa is doing a live stream. All the Sims in the chat fawning over is now nauseating. You know Gringa?
Yeah, of course. That was
She's
better
now
than throwing tomatoes, I suppose.
she's now Brit Pierce.
Oh, why is everybody just going to their real names? What am I missing?
Something
I
about YouTube, I think.
I know
Something like
Timeless Ushin, he explained it, but I did not get the full gist of that. Apparently, something to do with uh, whatever they call it, when the bots pick up this and that, the algorithms or something. He says a lot of people have just gone through more vague names down to their real names. So yes, Gringa's done it. Burke and Jack has done it. Adrian, I guess.
yeah.
Sheen, and a host of other people.
It's I
Interesting.
think it has to do something with the statistics, the monetization, the I don't know, spooking. I don't know. It's
More spruiking options.
yeah. There's a reason behind it for sure.
I know. I still don't
They wanna
understand it, but
earn the big moolah. You know, Justin. I wanted to be a big YouTuber.
don't they all?
No, really, I wanted to be a watch YouTuber.
Okay.
And be in the limelight, but I fucked it all up because I was lazy and I smoked too many weed, and I was just lazy. I was lazy, man. I was not hardly editing my videos, and it was all very raw.
You know what?
But
This
yeah,
after listening to you since your rejuvenation, let's call it, you do not strike me as a lazy guy. You strike me as
thank
a creative, energetic guy, believe it or not. Uh, I know a lot of people kind of be contrary to me, and when they talk about you laying in bed and us seeing your backside for hours on end. But no, you strike me as somebody with a lot of potential energy and creativity. So I would go easy on myself there. You may have been lazy at the time, but you're showing a lot more energy now lately in the last few months.
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Mm.
Um, you know,
So,
yeah.
what was your idea of being like? How big did you want to get? Do you want to be
What?
Archie big? Did you want to be Archie big or bigger?
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to be Archie big. I guess. Yeah, I wanted to. Uh, I also wanted to be like big in Israel, like a Hebrew YouTuber. Because we have like two, three Israeli watch YouTubers, and they're they have like 10K subscribers. I wanted to be strong up there, for
Okay,
catering for international markets.
got it. Did you want to be PewDiePie big?
Ah, I wish, uh, but I was a delusional fantasist, and I I ended up not. Well, I'll tell you, one day, night, I was just got on YouTube and I watched YouTube, and some guy was playing this game, Farming Simulator. You know it,
Farming simulator. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
and it just it drove like a truck, and he harvested things or something like in a field, and
Uh-huh.
he had like 8,000 viewers, man. And at that point I understood that I'm not I'm not gonna be a big watch YouTuber, because watches are not where the big bucks are. It's gaming, or it's other things.
Right.
Watch is a niche. It's a niche. As you have
Yeah.
Archie, you have Park and Jack, but the big money, the big viewers are in gaming. In gaming, and gaming is oversaturated. There are so many streamers, and it's hard.
This you nailed it right on the head. You just said
Yeah,
the magic words right there. Watch community is fun. We love it, but it is most definitely a very, very fine slice cross section of regular society. It's thin. It is a niche indeed, for sure. Very specialized content and interest. Um, it it's hard. I hate to sound so cliche, but to quote Arch and Tim, it's hard for sure. I think Tim has got a long row to hoe if he wants to do that. Archie has just been doing it for so long; it's in his cells. He can't not be, doing what he does, and
yeah,
obviously successful. But yeah,
yeah,
you said it, man. We step back, lengthen that focal length, and kind of take a big, wide angle look at things, and kind of go, where do we fit in the Google universe, right? And
hmm,
the YouTube universe.
yeah. I mean, not everybody is fit for this. Let me tell you about Marcelo. Okay, Marcelo. I love Marcelo. He's a friend of mine. We're both Israelis, but it's not because we're Israelis. Because I think he's a very positive guy. He's always laughing, and yeah, he did some mistakes, but he's a good guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, But the thing is, Marcelo thinks that he will be a YouTube star,
Yeah.
and I told him, Marcelo, you're not you're not gonna be a YouTube star. You don't have it in you, you know. Uh,
And
and
you were saying this as
what?
a friend. You're saying this as a friend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
To
I
be
mean,
helpful.
yeah. I don't mean no harm intention. I mean, I just don't. I don't think he has this entertaining trait to him. Again, to me too. I'm saying this about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Tim is very charismatic. Tim is a very likable person. Archie is, what can I say? Is like funny and wacky, and he has this. He is like a actor in the cinema in the Greek ancient, what do you say? I mean, he
Oh.
has amazing acting skills, in my opinion.
Are you
My,
saying that Archie is the great protagonist in a very long-running Greek tragedy?
I could say that, yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
well said.
but Marcelo is a very nice guy, but he can be a panelist. But to be a a popular YouTuber which gets tons of super chats, I don't see it happening. So but
To sum it up, Marcelo reached for the stars way too fast, way much too quickly. Uh, Thought it would be that easy, and it's
yeah.
kind of, I don't want to say insulting, but there's much more to it than that. Much, much
Hmm.
more to it than that. He has a certain amount of energy, but yeah, I agree. I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
agree with what you said, though.
run your restaurant, man.
Yeah,
uh, yeah.
I know. It's kind of funny, eh? Everybody takes a look at this and go, "Oh, that's all. Just sit in front of your computer and the super chats start rolling in." Uh, yeah, they may
Yeah.
for a day or two, but you got to remember those bills keep coming in. What are you going to do? Keep people's interest and loyalty so that those chats keep coming in. And you got to
Yeah.
be at this, like, wow, 365 days a year kind of thing. You can't take time off. What about holidays? What about, oh, I don't know, benefits? This, that, the other, something that you could get from a jarb, as it is said.
Thank you, Lord. Lord is in the chat. Is
Hey,
running me
hey,
for president.
how's it going, man? Untimely.
Lord, for example, if I think that, and I'm not saying that because he's my friend, but I do think that Lord is really capable of getting up there in terms of YouTube stardom or whatever, because he actually talks watches and he has a lot of knowledge, and it's like pure watches, no drama, and I mean, yeah, he's really into that. So I really think that Lord can get up there.
I like Lord.
And
I
yeah,
think he's a very smart, engaging personality. Uh, Boy, he is not scared of hard work, that's for sure. Like
yeah,
if
yeah,
he's going to talk about something, he's going to research it to death and back again. And that kind of shows when he's doing his streams.
mm-hmm,
And definitely a pleasant fellow, nice guy,
mm-hmm,
someone you don't want to get
mm-hmm.
on the wrong side of. But then, who do you want to be? You know, that could describe a lot of people. I'm too kind. No, no. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. But thanks.
Yeah. Um, what can I say?
So, how do you think we could help Untimely? Not that he needs it to kind of boost his platform, kind of get more views, more attention. Because he has a
uh,
very let's put it this way: is that he has a specific niche of a hobby that is a niche. You know what I mean?
yeah. Uh, well, it's hard But I think Lord is he doesn't market. He doesn't spook enough. He needs to spook. uh, but I don't know. I recommend my friends about his show. Yeah, I don't know. Just keep going. I think his subscriber number is growing too slow for my taste. But
Hmm.
wait, let me drop
Oh,
the link for Lord.
right, right.
I always drop the link. Drop the link. I hope you meant your link, guys. Visit Lord's channel, subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell button. Um, but yeah, I can tell you how to really to get subscribers. I mean, just create good content, and Lord creates good content. Um, so I'm not sure what is the secret formula. I mean, maybe Lord needs to put a wig and be a woman, and maybe then he will, you know,
Oh boy.
get a subscribe.
Somehow, I don't
Yeah,
see that happening. Somehow.
yeah. But if you're a woman and you talk about watches in YouTube, then you're going up, baby. You know, Jenny L. You know Jenny L. Justin. Did we
Hang
lose
on.
Justin? Yeah. Ah,
I'm
okay,
here.
okay.
I'm here. I'm just attaching or mounting my phone up on which I'm streaming just to its stand here. I think I either muted it or took the volume button way down, but I'm back. Oh, did Untimely not grab the link?
What was that? What was that?
Did Untimely not grab that link that you posted?
No, yeah, it's for his channel. It's not for the
Oh,
our. But I will drop it also if he wants to join. We will of course be happy to have him.
oh, okay, okay.
Um, yeah, so I don't know how to get subscribers. It's I mean,
You got to get your face out there. You got to get your name out there. I think this is
yeah,
one good way of doing it for sure.
yeah, you have to interact with people. Huh? Here we have Lord. Hello,
There
Lord.
we go.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey, Mr. Brando, how are you?
I can't say no when two of my favorite people invite me on the panel.
Thank you.
Right on, right on.
Hey,
How are you doing?
but yeah, some people get offended when I join for my lunch break, so I hope I hope you two won't.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
How are you doing,
Uh,
Justin? It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm doing well, no complaints. Just enjoying the probably the last few weeks of summer here and uh, sunny, wintry Winnipeg.
Yeah, that's some real winter
Yeah.
there up there.
Are you getting over a cold or something there? You sound a little congested.
No, I think I've just well, I don't have my quality microphone right now since I'm just on the phone,
Uh,
and I've also smoked too many cigars recently. I think that may have been having its toll. I know you like that,
what kind of
Justin.
cigars? Oh yeah, absolutely. I was going to have one actually this morning, and just I think it rained last night, so the patio set's still a little wet. So I figured, I'll check out YouTube, and up pops this. What kind of cigarettes were you, or cigarettes? So, what kind of cigars were you enjoying?
Oh, cigarettes, don't tell me. I have been a decade away from that, so I'm doing good
Good
so
for you.
far. But I had a Bolivar Belicoso recently,
Uh,
and that has been, as you noticed, waging its war on my throat. So
wow. Okay.
Mm.
All right. All right. Uh, Me, I was lucky enough to buy, if, for those on my Instagram saw, 3 or 4 dozen Hoyo de Monterrey and
ooh,
Numero Dos. Those are really, really fine 50 gauge cigars. I love those.
hmm.
It's a nice 45-minute smoke, but I'm not sucking them down as much as you've been doing, apparently.
Hey, as my lovely friend this says here, sometimes I fly too close to the sun, so
Yes.
it's okay.
Mhm.
I'll have to
I
take it
rem-
Yeah.
down a notch.
You know what? I thought that was one of the most profound things I've heard on these watch forums. You really have to be in touch with yourself and know yourself to be able to say something like that. Know
Mhm.
your limits. Know your limits. Know your altitude.
Yeah, sure. Um, so, Justin, what, you have like a collection of DVDs behind you? What is that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here. Uh, let's see. Oh, here I'll give you this way. Oh, there's the lovely Mrs. Forge. She's okay.
Oh, hello.
She's sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They're all down there, and then if we move over there, we've got all those too. Uh, it just goes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Nice.
I want to show you the rest of my office, but I've been given certain decorations and awards, and they've got my name and number all over them, so we'll just kind of keep it
Yeah,
here.
yeah, no problem. Uh, Look, young Brando became old Brando.
Yeah, I like that one. I'm trying to pay tribute to the famous author Justin Forge with that haircut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's. I'm not into self-spruiking, but since we're discussing that, uh, justinforge.com, if you want to know about a little more about me and my novel. It's a mystery crime novel based upon my experiences at work, and that was working on the border. That's Justin Forge, Justin with an E. 100% of the proceeds go to either the Winnipeg Humane Society or Salome Mission.
Nah, I dropped the link. Let's hope.
There we go. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. That
So
seems
it's just about
interesting. Yeah.
sorry, it's just about noontime for you out in Cali.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Uh-huh.
12:10 to be exact.
Right. So are you working today?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll go back in about 20 minutes.
Gotcha.
Justin, your
But yeah, are
your book
the
takes place in the 80s.
Pardon
hmm,
me?
Your book takes place in the 80s.
It does. Parts of it.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
That was one of the things when you're writing a book and you're spanning eras. You have to be careful to knit them together. That's why it took me so long. I'm a stickler for details, and the last thing I wanted was some reader in a Q&A to kind of go, hey, in this era and that era, it didn't match up. Well, mine do. Believe me, everyone. if I say the sun rose at 6:43 on September 13th, 1965, it did exactly that time because I looked at the tables and I made sure of it. I know that's pretty OCD. That's pretty nuts,
No,
but
no, it reminds me. I made, well, I mean, depending on your perspective, I've either had the pleasure or I made the mistake of dating an author in a bygone life, and she used to bring her notebook everywhere and take copious notes. Like we would go out to bar for drinks, and she would enjoy her drink, and you know, presumably enjoy my company as well, but she spent more time taking notes on the surroundings than anything else.
did that include intimate times as well?
Yes, there was a little too much, I think, rocking for her to take notes when that happened, but I'm sure she took mental notes.
All right. I had to ask.
I
Okay.
that's the great thing though. I'm waiting the decade out, and then I'm gonna take a few looks on her published work and see if I make an appearance as a character or what.
Cool. Boy, I hear that
probably
a lot.
probably
I
a
hear
villain.
that. Well, funny you should say that, but I hear that a lot. Even down to my financial planner. Oh, can I be the villain in your next book? Everybody wants to be the villain. We need more good guys, more protagonists.
Hmm. Yeah.
How many people we got watching? 23.
Yeah.
All right.
23. Yeah, it's slow. It's slow. It's,
Well, what do you expect Friday afternoon? Sorry for you folks. It's what do we got here? Friday evening for some people, kind of starting to wind her down, starting to put, straighten up the piles on their desk, getting ready for the weekend.
hmm Yeah. In Israel, the weekend is actually it begins in Friday. Like most of Israelis don't work on Friday, so it's Friday and Saturday, and on Sunday work as usual.
Right.
Yeah, I
Oh,
always
I know that.
envy the goyim, the Gentiles. I always
The
envy
Goyim.
them.
The Goyim.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was me.
yeah.
So sorry if you
Uh,
occasionally see me looking away. It's I can't read the comments on my iPhone that I'm streaming on, but I can read it on my iMac here. So
no worries, man. Hey, Justin, did you watch Apocalypse Now, the one from Lord's Avatar?
I did a long time ago, but I should rewatch that.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah,
Uh, great movie. Marlon Brando, Martin Sheen, right? Martin Sheen, not Charlie Sheen. Martin Sheen.
right. I like
Uh,
Marlon Brando. I like young Marlon Brando.
yeah,
It was good.
for
It was
sure.
good.
He was handsome.
Uh, oh,
No, I
very,
mean,
very much so.
Apocalypse
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it's actually what they would call an ensemble cast, really, because there's so many heavy hitters there. I think
Hmm.
wasn't Lawrence Fishburne, I think, had a role. Harrison Ford was there.
Right.
Who else?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Who
great
did
story to
Harrison
begin
Ford
with.
play? Who did Harrison Ford play?
Another colonel, I think. I mean, we can check the IMDb, but I'm blanking out on the name.
Pretty young for a colonel
Harrison
at
Ford
that
was
time.
he was just he was a colonel. There was a scene where what's the name, Willard goes to get the mission, and Harrison Ford was just there giving the mission. That's what all he did in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, small role. But to be honest, my favorite Vietnam flick is Platoon. I don't know about you.
Hmm. I haven't watched
You wa-
that one.
you haven't watched Platoon?
No, no, I'm sorry,
Wow,
man.
man,
I'll make it up. I'll make it up. I promise.
fantastic
Well, I've
film.
got a
Yeah,
whole list. Oh, there's Apocalypse Now. There's Saving Private Ryan, Tigerland, The Thin Red Line, Enemy at the Gates,
Mm.
Battle of Britain, Das Boot,
wow, you like your war movies?
Platoon. Oh yeah, yeah. Can't remember
Nice.
any of them.
What about Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah, that one I saw fairly recently, actually,
Mm.
Mhm.
and I saw an interview with D'Onofrio, the guy
Oh,
who
the
played.
guy from
Yeah,
Private Pile.
no, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. um, yeah, I love war movies. I watched Saving Private Ryan when I was 12, and
Mm.
it was too much. The intro scene, it was wow. I was shocked.
Hmm.
All 2029 has a good recommendation. It's like the making of movie of the Apocalypse Now, named after, of course, the original novel Hearts of Darkness.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah.
and of
Deer
course, yeah,
hunting.
the story is basically, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows, but Apocalypse Now is an adaptation of Joseph Conrad's classic Heart of Darkness, set in the context of the Vietnam War rather than the
Mhm.
original colonial context.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna watch
Actually excited about that.
Apocalypse Now tomorrow. I'd watch it tonight, but I have a football game to watch, so I'll watch that tomorrow.
What game are you watching tonight?
The Saskatchewan Roughriders playing BC Lions.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
have no idea what those teams are about. I barely know. I barely know the big franchise teams from the NFL. So
Okay. Well, I watched the Chicago Bears last night, just an exhibition play, and they're looking good. They're looking good. Big Bears fan. Big Bears fan.
that's your team in NFL.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, since we were once known in Winnipeg as the Chicago of the North, right? It just stands to reason that I'd support my guys. So
Makes
named
sense.
because that because all roads and railroads and basically lines of supply and distributing ended up in Winnipeg, and they still do for that matter. And a lot of the architecture you see in Chicago very, very closely um, resembles our central business district here. Reason being is a lot of the architects that designed those
Hmm.
buildings also designed ours. So
Mhm.
we have a lot of movies shot in our city in that area. We could be New York, Chicago, anywhere. It doesn't take much touching up.
Yeah, yeah. Love that Chicago mostly posed as Gotham in the Nolan Batman trilogy. That was
Yeah.
mostly filmed in Chicago, and I think also partly in Toronto as well, but not too
Mm-hmm.
sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So, uh, I don't know what to call you these days anymore. Your name keeps changing. Untimely. What do you got planned for the rest of the day or the weekend?
For the rest of the day, I think I am actually gonna go against my own advice and probably get myself a stick later today and smoke a nice cigar, drink more than I should. Then I actually have a show with Watch Nicholas tomorrow night, so we are gonna talk watches. We're gonna talk about entry points into high horology. You know, brands like Habring 2 and Mosa and that kind of nice stuff that you can get
Right.
around, you know 8, 10, 15K. Still a lot of money, of course, but
So he's going to be
a lot of
a guest
quality for
on
that.
your show, right?
Yeah, for now, I mean, uh, Watch Nicholas is back. He is making a lot of videos on his channels,
Yeah.
but on live streams for now, uh, he exclusively. I have the honor of hosting him exclusively on my stream, so
Right.
um, that's a
Yeah,
good
I'm
opportunity for me and a good opportunity for him too. He's a friend.
good. Oh no, I follow his stuff very very closely. I like him. I'm a patron, and yeah, I follow him. I've been waiting for him to come back, so I've been watching all those little mini videos that he's put up there with great interest.
It's
Mm.
kind of mini videos would be quite proportionate to the kind of character and characters that he is covering. So maybe that is the more appropriate format. But he is
True
gonna
enough.
come back big time when the time is right.
Hmm.
I see Whole Milk is wearing his Habling 2. I'm wondering what model in particular. I'm especially falling head over heels these days for their salmon dial configurations. They have a beautiful 2-register mono pusher chronograph with a salmon dial that has a that has a very attractive price point. Again, for the kind of watch it is, it's not cheap by any means, but it's right around 8K USD. Um, if you can pull it up, this I don't want to put you to work in any way, but it's Habring to Chrono Felix. It's called. Um,
Chrono?
Well,
yeah, Chrono Felix.
Felix, like the cat?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they call their in-house movements, Felix or Felix. Um,
See? Just a sec.
yeah, and Whole Milk is wearing the Panda version of that, basically, Panda dial configuration, and they have a variety of options. That's the salmon dial one.
Is this it?
Yeah,
That's nice.
right. And
What's
Panda is
that?
right down there as well.
The panda.
Yeah,
Habring.
Mm,
Mm.
very nice.
and you can see there are some pictures of the case back and baby got back. I can tell you as an ass man. Um,
Jeez, look at the size of this. Did you see that? 30 mil?
that's the
Ooh.
movement, but the
Oh,
watch
okay.
itself is very classical proportions. It's 38 and change, like 38
Okay.
and a half, I think,
Hmm.
and not too thick either. It's like 10.4 or 10.5. So this is the more classical chrono they have other chronos, with like the kind of bullhead configuration that are a little bigger. um they have bigger watches, but they kind of run the whole gamut, but mostly uh classic elements of design with a touch of modern.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I like it.
You know, I love
Very clean.
when they blew those screws and other
Hmm.
elements in that movement. I love that feature.
Right. What one thing I have to say, because uh this is something that comes up when one discusses Habring 2. The movement architecture is based on Valjoux 7750, but the
Mm.
parts are entirely supplied by their own connections, not through Valjoux, not through ETA. and some of the parts are actually made in-house in Habring, and the finishing, like you said, all these elements of chamfering, hand finishing, graining, perlage, bluing
Mm-hmm.
of steel, all of that is done in-house, and it's very exquisite. um, and of course, Habring has he used to be a movement maker in IWC. um,
Hmm.
and
Oh,
he
okay.
basically came up with a very unique module of their split second chronograph, for example, their version of the rattrapante.
Hmm.
Um, so the guy has proved this metal, basically modulating and assembling and finishing a certain way Vajra movements to begin with. So it's only right that when he comes up with something in house, he preserves the architecture, but he does everything in house at this point.
Now,
Hmm.
don't I've always thought that the 7750 was a much beefier movement. How did they cram that into a 38 mil case?
Exactly. Well, I mean, that's the magic, isn't it, Justin? That
Yeah.
because he builds it from the ground up. It's not just 7750 buys from ETA slash Valjoux and then slaps into a case. He actually builds it from the ground up according
Wow.
to his own specifications, own make, own finishing,
Boy, that would take some expertise. That's amazing.
and turned it into a two register monopusher to begin with. So that's another feat, right there.
Now I
Hmm.
know it says hand wound. I wonder if you would be able to keep it automatic and would it still have the 7750 wobble?
Mm.
Only a watch nut would really care. So
Nice.
Well,
let's move on. Who
that's
cares?
that's what we are here for.
I know. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
they have a lot of dress watches with like a couple of models with the jumping seconds, for example, which is again kind of the complication for a watch nerd, because who else would want a mechanical caliber that ticks? But hey,
mhm.
some
Yeah.
some nuts do apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. What else?
You must spend a lot of time researching and reading this stuff online. Am I right? Or is this already in your head?
I
These
do.
facts, these details.
I was I wasn't born with it, that's for sure.
Well, yeah,
I
I
was not
figured
born
that
with
out.
it. It's it takes a lot of work, but I love it. That's
Yep.
that has been my passion for quite some time, and it's really a pleasure for me to be able to share it with other people. That's why I love these platforms.
We appreciate it very much.
Yeah. Um,
It's just like cars, right? You know what's under the hood. You can just tell by the year and the model. Oh, that's gonna be 350 or 351 Cleveland, 351 Windsor. You know. So yeah.
Yeah. And whole milk, I will need to leave in a minute or two, but whole milk says they have a pointer date version, that's for the chronograph. That's a little bigger. That's a 42 millimeter case, I think, which could be preferable to many. I like the fact that this one is a smaller case because it's harder to find, increasingly harder to find at an accessible price point, chronographs that are smaller than 40. Um, but yeah, they do have that pointer date version that has the split seconds functionality as well. I think that's just called Doppelchrono
Hmm.
Felix, with the pointer date. No, simply Doppelfelix split. Yeah.
Hmm.
We say hello to Saad, who's appeared in our chat.
Yeah,
General.
Hello, how are you?
General Saad,
Oh yeah.
Saad number four. Yeah. Um, so what? Yeah, here, blessings. Break the ice.
And Eric says, I actually like the Valjoux 7750 architecture. Sometimes it feels like a lonely place.
You mean the movement, or are you liking it?
Well, I think sometimes people take the 7750 for granted. I mean,
Yes.
people don't
Yes.
realize how much of a step forward it was when it came out, and how it's still used in so many ways
Hmm.
in a variety of different companies, from independent to big majors, in creating their automatic chronographs and beyond. So there's a lot of room to play with that. People like IWC, for example, adds a column wheel to it and calls it in-house these days. So there's a lot that can be done with it. I know there are
Hmm.
companies like Now Yahida, for example, who makes um, like vintage looking uh, dress pieces these days. He uses a modified version of 7750 to make these dress watches with the running seconds at 9 o'clock, right? Which kind of makes sense when you think about the Valjoux 7750. Um, but yeah, I think people don't give it enough credit because it is so generic, because it's so widespread. Um, but that in itself is actually Valjoux 7750's greatest resource. And I know this is a particular thorn on the side with one ignorant YouTuber with the name Tim Wright, because he didn't even know just a couple of months ago what 7750 was. So I'm sure he's listening intently now and learning a lesson. And I'm always happy to teach him. I'm always happy to teach him.
Yes. I was just going to add to that the again translates well the analogy to the car world. Take any one of your favorite. Some of you older guys will have loved the Mustang, the 289, the small block V8, or the Chevy 350. Ubiquitous 70s, 80s, 90s, well 70s and 80s, bulletproof, um, easy to work on. You could do anything you wanted to it, right? Just
Yeah.
like the 7750. Very, very versatile, and just did a great job. Did a great job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hi to Timmy in the chat, who appears as Hateful Hangout podcast. I wanted to say, hey, I'm just smarter than you, which really doesn't take much, Timmy. So it's a dubious honor at best. With that,
Actually,
I'm signing off.
okay.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. What happened just then?
Thanks. No, I
All
was
right.
just going to say, I was just going to comment. I noticed that comment as well. I don't know who it is. I kind of go, he may know so much more about these matters is because that's why I asked him about it. He studies them, he researches it. But you know what? He doesn't point it out that, hey, I know more than you. He lets other people say it. Anyway, go back to packing.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, this.
Great talking to you.
See you.
And
Good to see you, man.
thanks to all the lovers and haters in the chat. Love you all.
Bye bye.
Bye. This community.
I know. Hey, You just watch where you step, and all of a sudden, oh, you hear a click, and say, "Oh no, I said something that somebody doesn't like, and another guy likes, and this guy, he don't like that guy, but he loves that guy." Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, we were 2 hours and 36 minutes in.
Oh,
Starting to run out of fuel.
okay.
You, you
You
got
want to land the
anything?
plane? You want to land the plane, this?
Yeah, I think I'll land the plane.
Okay.
Ah, we have Team Wright in the chat. How was I brought into this?
Gee, I wonder.
Lord claimed that Hateful Hangout podcast is you, Tim. That's how you were brought into it. Uh, so that's how you were brought in. Uh,
Tim's got
I
one
didn't.
hand in the suitcase and one hand on the keyboard. Tim, pack some. May I suggest, Tim, if you're listening, pack some clothes for a cooler climate. You got to remember, it's still winter for the good folks in Brisbane. They got some, say, even for them, a little untimely cold weather, according to Sirocco. Got a little rain, kind of cool-ish compared to where you're coming from. If you're anything like us, it's been kind of warm out. So, yeah, bring an extra layer.
Mm. Um, yeah, so I think we'll start landing this plane.
Okay.
Although I enjoy talking to you very much, Justin. Oh, we have Jay Gray joining us. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, Jay. Although I enjoy talking to you very much, Justin. Oh, we have Jay Gray joining us. Let's see what he has to
Okay.
say. Hey, Jay.
Well, I'm wondering if Justin has looked at the temperatures. Hold on, guys. Have you looked at the temperatures of Timmy's destinations?
I have not.
But it is
Enlighten
cool.
me.
It is cooler, but how much cooler? I can't. I'm asking.
Oh,
What
okay.
what should Timmy be prepared for?
Well, let's have a quick Bobby Google, shall we? Right now. Yeah, see, have a look here. Let's go with Melbourne. 13. That's a high of 13. You got to
Okay.
remember when Aussies, I guess, is speaking temperature. It's all relative. It's relative to what they're used to. Uh, okay, Saturday a high of 13, rain. Sunday high is 15. Monday 15. Tuesday 12. Oh boy. Wednesday 13. Thursday 14. All those days are rain, by the way.
Right. So Timmy should dress for um
Fall weather with a
yeah,
little rain. Yeah.
a late October in New York.
You're welcome, Tim. Did you solid. You probably pack t-shirt and shorts and kind of go,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
this will
I
do it.
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, no, it's not hot and sunny down there, which is a good thing because their summers are extreme.
Take a pill, Tim. Take a chill pill.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
For what?
It's all good,
What?
man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Just light up a J and relax, man.
We'll have a gummy bear.
Oh, no, no.
I'm not suggesting that
Yeah.
to anyone
Light up a J
except for Timmy.
Somebody's volume is still up.
Yeah, not mine.
I opened up a
Um,
window and it should be done by now. Is
yeah,
everything
just
good
just
now?
Okay.
mute your live stream.
No, it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
So, guys,
Mm.
unless we have
So Timmy
something
is feeling
special,
like
what?
it'd be nice to hear Timmy about his anxiety. It must be about his impending travel.
Well, if he wants to join, then there is the link. You're welcome to join. Team Right. Tell
Sure,
us about.
hop on. Come on,
Yeah,
roll around in the moist, wet, cold, damp, moldy dungeon for a spell. It's good.
yeah.
The cockroaches, you get to know them by name. They're okay.
Oh, you gotta say it like Tony Montana, the cockroach.
Cucaracha.
Hey
Hey,
guys, hello, can you
Hey,
hear me?
yo,
we can
yeah.
Yo
hear you,
guys,
Tim.
hey, I
There he
only
is.
have like
Hey.
2 minutes. I'm busy editing the AC3 the movie. See, I cut it down from 3 hours to 2 hours and 12 minutes so far. Wait, how much time? No, 2 hours 20 minutes. So I cut 1 hour.
Nice.
Um, it's hard, man. It's freaking hard. Look, my luggage is almost packed. I got
Mm-hmm.
the Mont Blanc for the Pontiff. Got the Moon Swatch. Got the tie that the Hoff is sending over to Archie. The cigars, all the clothing. Jesus, I man, guys,
Timmy, did you
my
Tim,
hear?
hands are shaking. My hands
Tim,
are shaking.
Tim. This
No.
is Justin. How's it going, man? Hey, listen.
Hey, Justin.
Just remember, back to London. What should you not forget to pack? Batteries, batteries, batteries.
Batteries. Got the batteries.
Come on,
Got
okay?
one,
And some chargers.
two. Got the batteries. Here's the charger. Let me just put it in there. That's in there. I have the battery pack. Oh man, I should probably put it on charge. But I gotta tell you guys, the anxiety. The anxiety is killing me right now.
Why?
Well,
What
why
are you
is it?
anxious about?
Yeah, why is it?
It's just a lot of it's pressure. There's a lot of pressure to make this video for you guys. You know the film. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but jeez, I'm just really. Oh fuck! Almost fell down. You know, it's scary, guys. I
Why
don't
is
know
this
what
any
to
Remember.
tell
different
you.
from your trip to
Ah!
London?
I just spilled water. Fuck!
Oh
That's what I'm
boy.
talking about, right? Jesus.
Oh, can you
Yeah.
imagine?
I
Okay.
told you guys.
Calm
I'm just.
down, calm down. Deep breaths. I want you to take 10 breaths in and out.
I need
In,
one of those Xanax
hold, out.
that this was taking. Ah, shit. All right. Well, I told you guys I don't have time for nonsense now. I
Well,
spilled.
this isn't nonsense, but why are you more anxious than your previous trips to either London or to
Well,
Vegas?
now because then there was nothing to lose, you know. Now it's have to be better every time. Gotta improve.
Well,
Yeah,
Timmy,
it's hard, guys. It's
no.
hard. Making content is not easy. Okay, just want you guys to know that this stuff is not a joke. You know?
Nobody said it was. Nobody said it was.
Yeah,
you would be better off with a
because
tour
I care. You
manager
know, I
and
think that's
and a
why. Like, if I didn't give a fuck, I think maybe it would have been easier. But the way it is, it's just fucking hard, guys.
Yeah,
next
you know
time.
what? That's right. You need an assistant.
Yeah,
Somebody
next
to help
time.
hump that stuff
Yeah.
and just help coordinate stuff. What do you
Yeah,
think?
tour manager
Wow.
and videographer slash editor.
Well,
Yeah, it's hard, guys. It's hard.
Well,
You know, I'm
go
not
big or
making
go
as much
home.
to
Go
get an
big or go
assist.
home.
You know, I'm not making that much money to be able to afford an assistant and stuff. But
It's all
hey,
it's
I
all about
appreciate
getting
it.
the
Even
funding.
Archie can't get an assistant. Well, technically, I'm Archie's assistant.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go.
Okay.
Take care, guys. I love
Hey,
See
you.
you later,
See ya,
Timmy.
man.
Take
happy,
care.
See you
happy,
later.
safe,
Enjoy.
Stay
safe
cool,
travels.
Timmy. Relax, man.
Bye.
Relax. Just
Yeah,
stay
take care.
focused. Stay focused.
Take care. You'll do a good job. You'll
Yeah.
do good.
Yeah, so I'm landing the plane, guys, unless you have something to say.
Yep. Landing gears down for about 5,000 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
Trays in the upright position. Seats up.
thank
If
you,
you
our
got drinks,
passengers,
keep
for
your
riding.
seatbelt fastened, and any drinks or garbage, hand them out to the flight attendant who will be coming up to you in a moment.
And we
Thank you
want
for
those
flying.
headphones back. We want those headphones back.
Right. And finally, brace, brace, brace. Here it
Thank you.
comes.
Thank you for flying, Horology Airlines
Give
Dungeon.
us a nice smooth landing there, Jess. Nice segue out.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm running an outro.
God bless, gentlemen. God bless. All of
Same
you.
to
Thank
you.
you
All of
so
you here,
much.
take care. God bless.
Nice
Bye
Stay
talking to
bye.
you,
safe.
Jess. Nice
You
talking to you,
too.
Jess.
You too. Bye.
Bye.